Since we're going around the world, I'd like to read my poem I wrote in Japanese, and you'll hear some lyrics I wrote in Japanese on a new album entitled Badmouth with David Murray and a number of other great musicians. I call this a Litquake as opposed to haiku because I didn't count the syllables. I thought that writing in Japanese was enough. Watashi no kokoro wa kaware yasui desu. Otoshite kudasai. My heart is breakable. Please drop it. I wrote two poems about individuals who hate the race but love the women, paradoxically. And this, I think you'll recognize this voice. And I try to use the diction he would have used. I awoke from my slumber to find her standing over me. The wench held a dagger. She was about to stab me, but I seized her wrist. There was bedlam in her green eyes. Her Nigerian nose was flaring. After we struggled, the weapon from her hand, she spat in my face. Last week I found ground up glass in my breakfast and the mysterious fire in my study where I was editing the Bill of Rights. Her defiance excites me, but I warn her that if her vain attempts continued, I would put her son on a spit. He was among those wretches who served dinner tonight, and the impudent Frenchman said, quote, "Why, he looks like you. He shan't be invited to Monticello again." And this is it's Heidegger. I still don't understand him, what he was driving at. But Martin Heidegger was a Nazi, but really dug Jewish women. And one of his mistresses was Hannah Arendt. This is called Heidegger's Paradox. In the country of the blonde, the brunette ones are queen. My wife is Brunhilde on her pigtails. Like the joke that made Henny Youngman famous, "Take my wife, please." Her eyes are lynx blue. You have to have the stamina of a Jesse Owens to bring her to a climax. Not so with Hannah. While Elfriede is teaching aerobics to her light-haired Uberfrauen, I summon Hannah to the attic. First we listen to Fats Waller, smoke some Chesterfields, talk some Jaspers, and then I unbutton her. After all, I am the teacher. She is the student. Later she will write about Augustine's cravings. Let me tell you about mine. They come at night when I'm lying next to my Wagnerian sow. I think of you, Hannah. The day you entered my office, there was drizzle on the streets of Freiburg. The Parisian raincoat, the fashionable hat pulled over your eyes, dark as sturgeon's eggs, dark as Theta Bera's. Too bad the rest of them are not like you. They speak German with a Russian accent. Every time I see one of your brethren sharing a nightclub table with one of our women, I want to reach for my pistol. Okay. Do I have any, how much more time do I have? 2 minutes. Okay. This is one I wrote for my mother. It's called The Billionaire of Life, and she's 91 years old, writing her second book. You can find her first book on Barnes & Noble. Black girl from Tannery Flats. She started writing that when she was 74 and finished when she was 84, so it's never too late. Thelma V. Reed, my mother, you outlived the 20th century where you listened to Lindbergh, Land in Paris. You outlived the Concorde and flew to Hawaii on Delta. You saw the colored-only signs come down and lived to dine on Boston chowder at Red Lobster's. You kicked off your shoes in the East Room of the White House and was your family's caretaker and boot camp commander. You outlived Patton. Your friends are in glory, your enemies that other place. You outlived your benefactor, Wilson Greatbotch, Buffalo's white angel, in a bow tie and suit patterned like the landscape of Mars, inventor of the pacemaker, quote, one of two major engineering feats of the last 50 years. Like John D. Rockefeller, you outlived your doctors. John D. Rockefeller was the billionaire of dollars. You are the billionaire of life. For what late sultan would not have given up his palaces, or tycoon his stocks, or mogul his oil wells, or gambler his winnings, to get where you are? Thelma V. Reed at 91. Through you, spirits bring custom-made Bible verses for those needing counsel as you sit on your throne at Eggard Road across the street from the Family Dollar. Thank you.